Hey everyone, Oldwolf's here. I'm starting a little early because I think I screwed this up. I don't know if anybody's even hearing me. I don't do this enough. And whoa, 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 whoa. All right, so this is working then, right?
It's working. I mean, listen, I'm here. That's all that matters.
There you go. I'm doing this for you because I never see one person nag so much.
I did not nag so much. I made one post last Friday because I was bored. And John was like, hey, if you can convince Perry or Old Wolf to go on, I'll hop on. And you were driving and Perry was on another stream. So,
well, I'm here now.
So the people miss late nights with Old Wolf. So I did it for the people, Tony.
Well, thank you for doing this for the people. Go Vidal, how you doing? I'm throwing this out there to certain. I don't know if I should just stick it in the chat or.
We'll send it out to some people that you want first and see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, right now the chat is me, Chris, and Gore, and you. So, Chris is probably in a garage or at a bar somewhere.
Usually catch him driving.
But
I'll send it to him.
What is going on? Oh, we got Joe
Ben,
Sevens.
Joe's on.
What's up, Ben? So, how are you getting hyped for tomorrow? Because tomorrow's a big day, right, Tony?
Yeah, and that's why I said the reason why I thought I screwed this up, and I probably did. I set it up in YouTube, right? Premiere and all that stuff. But so I'm using StreamYard. How do I put them together if I premiered it? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. All I know is it's showing up in YouTube. I'm seeing it in YouTube. We got 5 people watching, and
oh, my brother's on.
Hey, I saw the last name, so I figured it had to be someone. If they're asking if you're pregnant, I'm like,
I just looked that way.
But are you excited for tomorrow?
Yes. I have hopefully I have way too many chicken wings.
So
I think we're going to try to cook them first.
Okay.
When we get to the location, stick them in the oven to warm them up. And then we have the sauces upstairs.
Okay.
I should get the sauces to show them off, right?
Ooh, yeah.
You know?
You should.
Yeah, let me go get them. But anyways, I got the sauces. We'll dump them in a container, shake up the wings so they're coated. Yes, I'm still learning how to do this, okay? I'm an analog man living in a digital world. That's me.
It's the truth, man. No, I was gonna ask you, do you bake them in the oven? I didn't know if you were an air fryer or how you.
Well, we have an air fryer, but we have so many, we might just put them in the oven. Because I mean, you put them in an air fryer, it's gonna take so long.
Yeah, but on it, I don't know though, because how big? First off, how many can you get in like your air fryer? Because I can probably get like 15 wings in my air fryer. I have a big 15, 20 wings.
We got one of those ninjas. So
we have one of those XLs. So like we can get a lot in one. And I think what you actually could do is if you did it in stages, then with the air fryer, then you take it up, get your sauces, and then you can have another batch going. So that way they're hot and they're not going to be cold and soggy wings when you get to the tail end because you guys are burning your mouths.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm
just. Is anyone sipping bourbon? Come on.
I'm killing this guy.
What is that? What's the handle?
It's my go-to.
Oh, your crown. Okay.
And then I have this one to replace it. So
nice.
Let's see if I wake up tomorrow. Now, well, we need a third person in here, so you guys can keep talking while I go upstairs and get the box of sauces.
Don't be who I've been talking to.
Do you want to borrow? I got an air fryer, so but hey, Victor, I'll if I need, I'll let you know. You want to call off? Okay, who's here?
Oh, so we got Louise is in the chat. We got John's in the chat. Johnny Boy's in the chat. Your brother's in the chat. Trade Paper Dad is in the chat. Old Wolf is like the people on TV, always drinking but never drunk. Huh? JP Budget Collecting. Wow, thanks, JP. You're a jerk. I expect that from John, but I expect more from you, JP. But yeah, so you invited JP and he turned you down, and then he turned you down even more when he saw I was on.
Well, I that's my fault. He sent me the I was still doing work from home, and he was on with George, and then I go, send me the link, and he said I sent it to you, which he did, and I apologize because I didn't go into it was in my Instagram. But I had just finished up, and I was like, hey, I'll hop on. But then like George is getting tired, and JP said he was Simple Simon, man. I sent you the link. Check your
and he's out. Simon's out. John's out getting dinner with the wife, making. Oh, why would you torture her by making her listen to us in the car?
Well, thank you. I actually called John because I was like mini panicking over here because I didn't know what I was doing. Seriously,
John's a busy man. He's gotten like 8 invites. He's turned us all down tonight. Like he's I remember when John was a man of the people. Now he's just a family man.
I always feel like I'm sitting in a hole. I can't get this right.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're just sitting, relaxing.
Oh, hold on this way. I'm always here for you. Yes, you are, John. You're not always there for Greg, but you're always there for me. Thank you.
As much as I rib him, he's always there for me.
Yeah, he is.
I was like, shoot, I realized I accidentally booked a creator who was like writing an X-Men book. I was like, this came up after I already said that I'm here. Like that I already scheduled him. He's like, and he just got announced for an X-Men book, John. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, where do I read so I know what I'm talking about?
Should have to ring up my phone.
It's okay, JP. I still love you. Time out. What's Johnny Boy doing? He's about to go back watch the old Spider-Man movies on TNT.
Nice.
Oh, got to go get ready. So are people doing a rewatch of all 5? Well, 5 of the original, so 7. Are people going back and watching all 7 Spider-Man movies before this new one to kind of like prep for the new Spider-Man?
We should. Yeah, I think I should do that. I haven't even seen the last one.
That's the mysterious. I'm in the minority. I did not like the last one.
Okay.
And again, I'm in the minority. I just feel like I don't like the MCU's version of Spider-Man as much as most people do, because I feel like they hinge too much on Tony Stark nurturing him. And I'm just like, man, Spider-Man's supposed to be this like kid with, scientist genius, and he's getting everything handed to him, where I feel like it takes away from his character a little bit, where he created the stuff. He did these types of things. And I want Spider-Man to have a little bit more respect and not have daddy issues with Tony Stark. And that's my own beef. And I've always thought like Doctor Strange was like a Tony Stark light in the MCU, because I know they're the same type of character in the comics. So I get why they are the same type of people in the MCU. But so I'm hesitant about that now, because I'm like, now he's just going to be the new Tony Stark for Peter Parker. I just think Peter Parker's smarter than they give him credit for in the MCU. And I didn't love it as much. I felt like they did a couple really, really stupid things in that movie that I'm like, that would not happen. And if all you Marvel heads were like, this happened in a DC movie, you would blast it because of that. Like, because of at least one stupid mistake in my mind, but I just don't love it as much as most people. And it's a teen angst drama, which again, I deal with that enough. I don't need to. I mean, I get it. He looks like, I get what Trade Paper Dad's saying of, he's feeling Uncle Ben role in his life. And I don't disagree with that. I just feel like they're putting too much emphasis on that they really aren't. They're not letting Peter Parker be Peter Parker of what he needs to. And yeah, that's all. That's where I'm at. So I'm not trying to get you thumbs down or anything on your channel because I have hot takes that I don't like. I don't love the MCU Spider-Man, but
I agree with what you said. But like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see it, so. But even in the first one with this guy, MJ is not MJ, or is she MJ? I don't. I mean, it was like
you don't know that. I mean, she's MJ, but they don't say she's officially MJ till the very end, where it's supposed to be one of those like, oh, you didn't know that this was MJ, or like we knew.
Right.
Like I like the reveal of the connection with the Vulture more than that aspect than the fake out. I enjoyed the first Spider-Man movie for all my beef with how they have Tony Stark and him. I enjoyed the first one. I thought Michael Keaton did a really good job. I liked how they modernized the Vulture in this.
Yep.
But Gore brings up a good point of the CGI fights are like watching a video game with a good cosplay actor. It detracts from any. I can see that for sure. So look at that. John's. I don't think it's a super hot take. A lot of people want a more classic Spider-Man. My wife's agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Well, it's again, the women in John's family are smarter about comics than John is, so it makes sense.
The women in his family do carry him. He must have strong backs.
Says the guy whose family carries him on his own YouTube channel, myself. So just wait till my kids get like a year or two older. I'm gonna exploit them to actually give me content too.
Yeah, give your wife a break because she's like carrying you every week.
She does. She carries my show. But we actually just did a video. We do like, we haven't done it for a while, but we do like a video shoot. Like, all right, tonight's our video shoot night. We don't have the kids, so like we did like 4 videos for Name That Character last night. Dang. So we just, because otherwise it's just too daunting of a task for us to always be like, all right, each week we got 1 or 2 videos we got to shoot. So we're like, no, let's just.
You guys do costume changes too for the? I mean.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, you if you watch it, like, oh, you wouldn't know that sometimes we haven't shot them back to back in probably about 4 months. It just has been so crazy, but we used to be very diligent about it that we're like, no, we're going to shoot them in advance. But yeah, we would absolutely do costume changes. So that way you're not like, oh, it's the same
because
shirt.
you guys wear different outfits, but you got to change that curtain behind you.
Can't, dude.
You have to. You got to get another curtain.
No way, dude. It's my Marvel comic book curtain.
I know, but you're not even a Marvel person. You're a DC person.
Okay, but my mom made that for me.
Well, and she did a great job.
So what do I need to change? Why do I need to change it then?
Because it's the same one.
But you think I need to have different curtains for my display? But you have the same posters and the same.
I added.
I'm sorry. You're going to tell me I have to change my curtains monthly to appease your eyesight? No, stop.
I wasn't saying monthly. I would say more like weekly.
You're too much. No, ideally, I would love to seal this off and have it as like almost like a pop out door. But because it literally is like a space. It's like an unfinished area like that big back there.
Oh, okay.
And that's where
that's a door. Then it's not a window.
It's not a window. It's a space where I hide that's where like the pub table is that you see us in our videos.
Gotcha.
It stays back there, but that's where the sub pump is and stuff like that in the basement. So there's a little unfinished part of the basement, but I'd love to turn that into just like a nice place where you can open up and and see that a little bit more. But I to go back to Spider-Man, what was your favorite iteration of Spider-Man?
the 1980s TV show where he put his hand out and this rope would just come out of his hand, and
I love it.
it was like, there goes the rope, and
Yeah.
look, I liked everyone. I mean, everybody gets picky and this, that, and everything. I sat down and everyone, Toby and all those other ones, and I was entertained.
Yeah.
So I liked them all.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't judge one against the other. I was entertained at the time. So to say what's your favorite one, yeah, they were all okay. They all made me watch. I was entertained. If I had a complaint, I don't remember what I had a complaint about. So
yeah.
I
feel like that's where I do appreciate, like, take it for what it is. I think that I could nitpick all of them, and I think if I have to get to it, I think like the best stories were the original trilogy. I think the best actual portrayal of Spider-Man was Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Yep.
And I think the best portrayal of Peter Parker is Tom Holland's Peter Parker. So I'm like, if you could combine all those aspects, I think they all bring their own certain appeal to it. So yeah.
They're all different, but you got something from all of them. So look, I'm in a hole again.
Did your chair just like drop down,
No,
or did your camera tilt up?
Look, see.
Why does your camera tilt up?
Because it's just sitting on the screen, on the edge of the screen.
You're over here, guy. You're over here talking about my curtains needing me changing. Your camera can't even stay up.
Yeah, I got it deflect.
We need to get your camera. Camera needs some Viagra or something, because
Wait, don't we all?
Oh man.
All right. I'm gonna put this in the chat.
You're like, all my people that I invited don't want to come. So if you guys are hanging out watching, you want to hang out.
Well, hey, okay. So who's here? Do you great what you're good at, and name the people in the chat.
Man, so we got your brother talking about Spider-Man freshman year. Mastodon Comics and Music joined us. What's going on? Gore's talking about he liked Kirsten Dunst. MJ Starling somehow, but nope. Johnny Boy's still here, even though Johnny Boy said he was leaving. Bobby De La Ghetto is in the house. Welcome. Gore makes a great point. These arguments only happen among comic book readers. That's true.
Yep.
1980 show was a lot of fun. We got Bobby throwing out some cheers. Victor, get a bookcase door.
He has one.
That's probably why he wants me to do it. So my lifelong dream, I have to do a lot of configuration in the way my basement is set up. I want to seal off where our door is, and that doesn't really matter, but I want to do a bookcase door that basically would slide open, and I want it to be like the old school 66 Batman. I want a William Shakespeare bust that I can open up, hit a button, and that bookcase, like that's how it'd be so obnoxious to get into my basement, but I want people like, no, you want to get into my basement? This is the only way. You have to open up William Shakespeare's head, hit the button, boom, you can go down. And man,
okay, you're gonna have to sell some children.
No, I don't. No, I would. Yeah, and if you're saying sell children, you're talking about some of my comic books. Yes, I would have to sell some of my comic books, because I don't think I can get away with getting rid of any of my kids for a Batman 1966 doorway to my basement. But
my brother, you go to the top of his stairs, right?
Yeah.
And you and him should get together because he's a massive Batman fan. So, and then the top of the stairs, there's a bookcase. It's a door. You open the bookcase and you go into a smoking room where he does his cigars and he has a TV and it's all Batman stuff in there. It's awesome.
Why do I hang out with you then?
He doesn't have a camera.
Oh my gosh. All right. Victor, let's hang out. I'm going to come over. We're going to visit. We're going to talk Batman. We'll make fun of Tony. It'll be good times while we smoke cigars. Gosh, he already sounds cooler than you.
He built the smoking room. It vents out the smoke out and everything. It's legit.
Yeah. Maybe not a pocket door. Mastodon. I want the bookcase to slide more, and so I don't want it to go in the like where I assume pocket goes in the wall. I want it to be outside, so I almost want it on sliders where it just slides along across the other part of the wall. But it'd be interesting because I think what it could work out to the space we have it. I basically have to get rid of our pantry to do this, and I'd be okay with that. And my wife is really on this minimalist kick, so I think I can make it work. Like, babe, we don't need this stuff. You don't want it. Look, this is too much clutter in our. And I'm like, you can minimize all you want in the house, just don't come in the basement. And she's like, done, deal.
Yeah. So there's just, let me just picture this. So there's just a bookcase on a wall.
Yep.
You hit the button and that just moves over.
Yeah.
So there has to be some kind of rail there for it to work.
Right.
So it has to be one of like a barn door that slides over.
Yeah, something like a mechanical barn door. Yes. Not a pocket door, but like a barn door. Yeah, something it would be on a roller or something like that. And man, it'd be expensive, but I feel like we could get there and it'd be super cool. And I know I wouldn't be able to put actually bat poles to slide down there. It'd be like
you put a pole?
Yeah, I know it'd be one of those like, oh, you can get people could fall and break themselves, and so I'd probably be vetoed, but it'd be cool.
It would be cool.
It would be really cool.
All right. Keep talking. Keep
okay.
Rambling.
So because you're gonna get your hot sauces?
I'm gonna go get the hot sauce.
All right. So yeah, Mastodon, yeah, sliding barn door might work. Use some type of pulley. Yeah, well, Victor, that's what he's saying. He's like your room. That sounds exactly what I want. Like I did landscaping when I was in college for this guy, and he had an escape room in his house, and it was hidden behind a bookshelf that basically did that too. So yeah, Bobby, your barn door opens. Mastodon Comics, my dentist has doors like that all over his office. I think they're manual though. Yeah, that's the thing is like I feel like a lot of places they have them are manual, but for me to make it worth it, I really want the effect of the William Shakespeare bust, like that Adam West would be like, all right, let's hit it. And I put it right there on my counter, and I'd have a red phone with a little glass case. And man, it'd be so cool. And people would be like, you're so nerdy to do that. And I'm like, yeah, well, guess what? You don't get to go through the basement, in the hidden basement in the bookshelf, if you make fun of it. So I think someday it's going to happen. Not for a while, but it's going to happen someday. Ooh, look at that. Hot chicken.
I'm going legit here.
Let's see what you got. Where did you get these sauces from?
From you ever see that show Hot Ones?
Yeah. I've seen of it. I've heard of it.
Right.
I actually haven't watched it.
Well, these are the legit exact what this is the 16th season, and these are the sauces they're doing during the 16th season.
Okay.
So this is the first batch, 1 and 2.
Tony, you need to check your phone. You told me to read the chat. I'm reading the chat for you.
Well, he sent me a bunch of pictures here. Oh, he's got it.
Son of a gun. Yes.
There's the door.
That's so freaking sweet.
Look, see that? Look, the carpet, the whole 9 yards. Look,
the carpet.
That's what it looks like when it's closed.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Victor, we're going to have to talk because $6,000 in my mind is doable.
Well, is that what it cost him?
He says about $6,000 is what he said.
It was like some kind of custom job or something.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down to explore that. So, and if my wife gets upset, I'll just say, hey, listen, Tony started this all. And she'll be like, makes sense.
All right, Stacey. Okay.
Okay.
So here's the classic.
Yeah.
The Bliss
and vinegar.
Bliss and vinegar. Those are the first two.
Okay.
They're still in the box. I haven't taken anything out. This is legit. Hold on. Let me get the Scoville ratings on these things. Do, 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 do.
And then what I need to do once you get those ratings, I need to figure out what the ratings are for like a wing sauce I eat, like what spicy garlic is at BYOB. So I just have a ranking. It's kind of like where people are like, I wish that the Olympics just had a regular person competing alongside of them so we could actually see how impressive it is.
The classic is only 1,700.
Okay.
And the yellow bird foods bliss and vinegar is 2,600.
Ooh.
And I said bliss, not piss. I'm just letting you guys know. So that okay. The next one. 3 and
So how
4.
many sauces are there in total?
10.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. Okay, here we go. They give you stickers and everything here. All right, so next one is Hoffs and Los Calante, whatever. Anyways, so the Hoffs one is 14,500, and the other one is 36,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, my I'm gonna be hurting.
Yeah. I feel like I have to eat some hot wings tomorrow night while watching, just in like solidarity with you, but not at the level that you're going to eat because I want to enjoy myself.
No, that's okay. I think you should.
If I'm going to actually do it, I'd have to have it like where I was there doing it on your channel to get views. Like help you get views, because I'm like, if I'm going to go through this pain and suffering, someone better reward me for it.
What am I looking here? Okay. All right. So this is okay. So this one goes first. This hot heads here. This one scares me just because the label.
It looks like a medical bottle, like where it's like suspect.
Yeah, I mean exactly. It scares me. Just, anyways, this one here. Let me make sure, because I'm looking at this thing here. Okay, so this one here, can you see? I see it.
Yeah.
Is 57,000, and then this one here is 67,000.
Sheesh.
On the Scoville scale. Okay.
Your insides are gonna be.
The part that's like sticking out the outside is going to be hurting too later on. Okay. So big time. Okay. Anyways, let me move this up. All right. So this one here. Okay.
Yep.
All right. This blue one here is going to be 118,000 Scoville. And okay, so the bottle's different than the show, but this is the bomb.
Okay.
That's 135,600 Scoville, but supposedly it tastes hotter than that. So that everybody has trouble with that one, at least on the show.
So on the show, is each episode they keep with the same sauce lineup?
Every year it changes, but a lot of them are the same ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you haven't seen the show, they take a bite out of like the first one, and they ask questions, you know, and it's an interview, right? It's a talk. Yeah. It's like, okay, and as it gets hotter, they keep doing it, and there's a point where they can't talk anymore because it's so hot, and it's usually after that one. So here's the last one.
Oh, there's another one after that one. Dang.
Okay, this is the last one here. Stick is everywhere. Okay, so this is cranked. This one here, that's cranked, and that one is 699,000. Yeah, 699,000 Scovilles. This one, which is their Apollo, which I found out an Apollo is their own pepper. They have special is to be determined, so there's no number on this one yet.
But it's supposed to be hotter than the other ones.
Yeah, the last year when I did it, I bought a bottle of their final one from last year, and that was over 2 million Scoville. So we'll see what this one is. But the bomb is the one I'm worried about, because it supposedly it feels harder than it actually is.
Sheesh.
I'm surprised, and thank you for hopping on, because nobody else is hopping on my show here. And
hey, listen, people were so engaging that people are like,
I
know what? I don't want to ruin the chemistry that they have. I get it. Bobby's talking about how you're hitting the sauce, Tony.
I'm hitting the sauce, all right.
And then Bobby is talking fire, fire, fire. Yeah, that's your insides are going to be lit.
All right, I'll put these down here. My luck, I'll break the bloody bottles and I won't have a show.
But yeah, no, man, I'm excited for that. What time do you guys do that tomorrow?
8:00.
Okay.
So we're going. It's at a friend's house because they have like a breakfast counter at the in the kitchen, so it's easier. And
good. 8:00, kids will be in bed. So yeah, me and the missus will definitely be tuning in so we can watch you in just pain and misery.
There you go. Thank you.
And I will already be eating hot wings earlier in the day then, because I'm not waiting until 8:00 to eat hot wings.
Talking about eating hot wings, what's the next superhero cooking thing?
So actually, you know what? We haven't talked about, but I think my next one I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to. Have you heard or read the comic Chicken Devil?
Yeah, I got number 2 here. I got to read.
Yeah. So Chicken Devil, for those of you watching that might not be comic book people, but it's basically this thing Breaking Bad, but the guy his name's Mitch, and he creates a hot chicken joint called Mitch's Hot Chicken. And it kind of tells it has a menu on the back of the first issue and the back couple pages. And so it kind of shows what's on their chicken sandwich. So I'm going to try and piece together maybe what I would imagine their hot chicken recipe is. And I'm trying to try to figure out what, if there's a secret sauce, if there's a recipe. So that if it's not next, that's going to be up there soon, of creating a fried chicken sandwich. Cause I made one when I recreated a Popeyes chicken sandwich during COVID, because I was like, I need a fried chicken sandwich. And I found a really good way to make it. And so, it was after realizing how important it is to have your oil. Like, I'm like, oh, well, you just want it hot. And I was like, no, you need it at the right temperature, because if you have it too hot, you crispy outside and then you eat freaking raw chicken on the inside. And so after multiple tests, I'm like, you know what? I've got to actually figure out how to get what the temperature it needs to be at. But I got it. And it's a good chicken sandwich. So
was it double dip? Was it double fried?
No, it was a single fried. So, but because I didn't want to waste, it was almost, I did a flip-flop fry. So, but man, it worked out really well.
Oh, I got my door from Murphy Door.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my brother's helping you out there,
guy. Yeah, so Bobby talked about caught my show earlier with me and the wife were naming heroes with emojis. Yeah, that was actually, it was either 2 weeks ago or last week's show that we did 2 weeks in a row where we did emojis. We did just drop a new episode tonight, where I took the DC comic book covers that they did the movie poster homages to.
Yep. And
I had her look at the comic book cover and have to then guess what movie poster it was. So
we haven't watched it yet.
Oh, no worries. So yeah, so probably a chicken sandwich soon. I mean, I still want to do like a homemade pizza for turtles at some point. There's some different ones. So I'm trying to make it each. I want them to be unique and different. It was it's just because I don't want it to be the same type of food. And if people are really like, hey, we want to try and cook it, which I don't think anyone does, but it's okay. I want it to be different. So, we've done the chili, we've done the apple pies, we did the breakfast sandwich from Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
What else have we done? We did the Reuben sandwich, the pastrami sandwiches from Mr. Miracle. And dang, I've made so many freaking pastrami sandwiches now because my wife is like, that's so good. So I make pastrami sandwiches all the time for. I feel like there was another one we did.
I sent you a couple of stuff, man.
You did, and I have some stuff, and my problem is I didn't do a good job when people send me, because people sent me a lot. Like Cap sent me stuff, Biggie Shaq sent me stuff from like panels from Marvel's cooking books and things like that. Right. And I'm always like, oh, that's awesome, and I don't transfer that knowledge from the chat that someone sends it to me to like a actual document. So and then we go on and talk, and I mean it's now buried in our chat discussions. What's up, Borican? Comics in the house. Hey, fam.
Hey.
Old Wolf is dropping the link, so if you want to come chat, if you have something you want us me and Tony to talk about, let us know in the chat.
Like I used to say all the time, sipping no schlongs.
And that's why Perry doesn't show up on this channel anymore, because he can only abide by one of those rules. I'll let you guys figure out which one it is.
Yeah, because there was a time there where people were getting in trouble because of the schlongs.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So, but yeah, Chad, is there a burning question that you want the bearded wolf to answer? The wolf beard.
I'll be honest about it. I'll tell you anything. Let me know.
And Bobby's saying, "What's up to Barican?" So, but yeah, so I need to do that episode again. I need to do another bearded bartender episode. I haven't done one of those for a while.
Yes, that's true.
I need to do another Who You Gonna Cast episode. I haven't done one of those in about a month and a half. The problem is, like, there's a lot of shows that I really like to do, but if I have to do it with other people, it takes me longer to plan, because I'm always like, I think about it like, oh, I got to shoot a video. Oh, cool. I'll do it in 2 days. I'm like, oh, shoot, I need someone to help with that. And so, Barica wants to know, new Venom. Did you read the new Venom? It came out last week, right? Nope. I'm assuming you're talking about the comic. You didn't read it?
Nope.
I thought it was fine. I think I wanted more from a number one. I don't think it blew me away from a number one like I was expecting, especially with it being Ron B and Al Ewing. I wanted a little bit more punch, and it felt very just like.
I'm getting mine from Comic Tom.
That variant is. Yep. That Raf Frasetti. What is it, Raf Frasetti?
Yep.
Which I was just on a stream with Ryan doing our Comic Talk Live, Fire Guy Ryan, and you can literally see all the mail call boxes behind him as he's like, oh, they're all packed now. I got to put them in the other mailer bags.
But symbiotes, I'm so tired of them.
Okay.
Last year or the year before that, everybody was a symbiote. Everybody, it was like everybody could have caught the cold. It was like everybody had it.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm so tired of it. So yeah, I'm not into it anymore.
So I mean, I'm gonna be still reading it and following along with what's going on. I know I feel like Barican is a bigger Venom fan than I am. I'm dipping my toes. I didn't read any Venom stuff until Donny Cates' run. I got in on the Donny Cates run, probably whatever Venom Island was, which I think was like 20, like 18, 19, 17, something like there. And then that was when I started getting in the Venom. And then I went backwards. I backtracked to play catch up. So I read Cates' run on Venom. Because I didn't have an experience with Marvel as much. So I needed that. And then I was reading Thor. So I was reading Thor. I went back and I read Jason Aaron's run on Thor because everyone's like, you should read that. So I'm trying to play catch up on my Marvel superheroes. I think you have to fall into one camp of what you did. So I thought it was pretty funny that the Lizard was punched by a ghost in the trailer. Oh, Spider-Man trailer.
Oh, I thought it was a double wide or something.
No, that's the saddest part about the Venom or the Spider-Man movie is that we're not going to get Bonesaw in it. So, do you guys? Barikan asked, do you guys think Venom bandwagon is transforming to Hulk? Oh, the bandwagon is transforming to Hulk now that Cates is there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it is. I'm on. This is. I mean, maybe I'm going to be on my first Hulk book because Cates is going over there. I'm also not the biggest Kate stan. Like where it's like, hey, everything he does is gold. But I've enjoyed it consistently enough that I'm going to check out Hulk. I know a lot of people really dug. What was the last Hulk run where it was kind of like more of a horror Hulk?
Yeah.
So I didn't read that one. And I think I would have checked it out, but by the time I think I got back into reading comics, it was at like issue 30, and I felt just like, no, I can't do that. Like, I'm not going to go backtrack that many issues. And then everyone I was talking to made it sound like the very first couple arcs were the best, and then it kind of fell off anyways. I do think I will say this, Barigan, I think the hype train is going to fall, that we're going to be now. Last year was the year of symbiotes. I think we're going to be more in the year of Hulk. I think with Kate's over there, I think and I also think that it plays a lot to what Tony said. I think you're going to get Venom fatigue. I mean,
oh yeah,
there's you had since I've been back on collecting comics, 2 of Marvel's main stuff took place in their big events took place in the Venom universe. Back in 2019, you had Absolute Carnage, and then this last year you had King in Black, and it was all symbiote stuff. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to just see. I think there is just people are like, I'm tired of it. Just like you have that in DC where people are like, we're sick of Joker. We're sick of Batman books. Like, we won't.
They overdo it. It's like that song on the radio. They play over and over again. They burn it out.
Yeah, and Barikan's asking now about I was on Donny Cates' Thor, but lately it was completely died down, right? I mean, the last issue was, I think, issue 18, which had Throg on it, the Frog Thor.
Yep.
And that came out when I was, I think, in Baltimore for a Comic-Con, so I haven't gotten to read that yet.
I haven't read it either.
Time out. Victor, you got married dressed as Batman?
Yeah. And Chris was dressed as Batgirl. And I was dressed up like
Egghead from the 66 Batman show?
No.
Egghead. He's a bald villain played by Vincent Price.
No. I was not Egghead. I was who was I? Oh, I was what the hell? I was there. We were in Cozumel. Samuel L. Jackson. Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. Okay.
Nick Fury. Oh, my camera just moved.
Every time you hit, it goes up.
I was Nick Fury.
So Victor, come follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Bearded Comic Bro, so we can just talk and become best friends. Because the fact that you Victor, besides that is my Batman shelf right there, and that's a maybe 1/8 of what I have Batman things. So, yeah. Oh, Chaos. Let's see. Thor has been consistent, not great, not amazing. I'd say that's an accurate statement.
Yeah.
Chaos wanted to be the dog wielder at his wedding. Wife said no. That makes sense. That checks out.
Hey, Chris, get in your garage and give me a call, will you? Jeez.
He's, what did I not say welder?
What?
Did I not say welder? Am I saying it wrong?
No.
He's shouting at me.
I know he is.
He got a Tough Mudder
A good tough mutter. I have to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
The hell is he talking about?
Oh, I said Wilder. I don't think I did. It's all right. We could check the tape, but no one's going to. No, Chris is doing one of those things where he pays to work out and run on a weekend.
He pays somebody to work out.
Well, no, he's paying so he can go run a race.
Oh, really?
And climb obstacles and climb through mud.
It was like Spartans or something?
Yeah, like a Spartan race. Back in the day, I had aspirations to do that, and then I got married and I got fat, and I said I'm not doing that.
Okay, so I've never had aspirations to do that, and I got married, and I've always been fat. So,
oh, there we go. That's why we sip and talk on Friday night. Cheers. I love it. The West Coasters are like, I gotta go to bed. Me and Tony are just like, hey, what's up? We're East Coast. We're like, we got this.
Yeah, I mean, on the West Coast, it's early.
It's like 9 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Slackers.
People can't hang.
So what'd you read this week? Did you pick up anything that you actually read? Because you didn't do your Thursday throwdown, so
I haven't read anything from this week.
Nothing.
I can't read it. One, I'm behind on reading, which I've been trying to catch up.
Oh,
but like I said, I have to show it, I have to bag it, and after that, I have to read it. So I have to show those books. So, hey, wait a minute, hold on. Though I'm sitting in a hole, this is my show.
You can do whatever the heck you want.
I'm gonna go get those goddamn books and do it right now.
Do it so that way you can read it.
All right. Hold on.
Chris says you guys are fat. PHAT. We get sleepy on the West Cozy is what he said. So he's making fun of how I pronounce welder and he can't say coast right. Victor says Gus was Robin.
Yeah, a friend of ours, a little guy. He's like 5'2", 5'3". He was Robin.
And then Chris said, okay, I'll get on. I don't know what we told him to do, but.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
All right.
And then we can have someone hop in on the stream and be like, hey, I missed it. Can you show me your books again like you do like 4 times in a row? Maze book. Ooh, I see. I have been sleeping on Maze book. I haven't picked it up.
This is a good read. He's found the maze.
Okay.
And
is it in a book?
The dog looks like he has the look of like if he ate something that's giving him upset stomach. You know.
Guys, hold on, screenshot this because this is gonna be the face of Tony tomorrow after his hot wing challenge.
This one I'm intrigued to read, but I haven't read it yet.
So that came out 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Well, I'm telling you, I got stuff here.
Chris says he's gonna get on, so keep an eye on the back room.
There he is. Oh, we're gonna keep him in the back room?
No, I just said keep an eye on the back room.
Oh, it's right here.
Yes. We got him.
Chris, what you sipping? Oh, there you go. Oh, I used to love Stella. Stella was good.
Stella.
He Who Fights with Monsters. World War II, Jewish. They got the Golem going. Great story. What the hell's going on, Chris?
Wasn't there another? Wait, hold that cover up again. Who wrote? Okay, you said it's about a Jewish guy?
It's World War II. You know,
what's the comicsology book? There was another comicsology book that just there was a comicsology book that just came. You're muted. Can't hear you, so.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
The comicsology book is a Scott Snyder book.
Not the Jewish one. I think he.
No, it's not Jewish.
No,
but there's a book
Stephanie
about
Phillips.
monsters.
Okay, but there was a Stephanie Phillips one she did that came out. That was about it was about a Jewish mobster and a jerk. Where was that in?
I haven't read that yet. But we talked about it on the Burrito Discord.
Yes, that one then.
So I got Batman 117.
Okay, so you're a couple weeks behind then, Tony.
Oh yeah, I'm way behind.
August 117 came out this week. Does Batman?
I got Nightwing 86.
Yeah. Ooh, that's the cover we all got.
I'm not into the Batgirl outfit here. I mean, okay, there's a reason for it, but it looks like the Bat Granny outfit. All baggy and stuff. So I got
Granny panties.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is she wearing? Anyways,
I actually kind of dig it. I think it's cool.
Do you actually into granny outfits?
I'm not muted now, right?
No.
Okay.
Kind of wish you were, maybe, but no.
I mean, I'm not going to bully the person that you just begged to come on to talk to say I wish you were muted.
It's hard to bully me. Most of the time I'm not listening.
That's why I do it. I got nice house nice house by the water, number 6.
Gore Vidal's the only person that had Lemire fatigue, but he had Lemire fatigue before he ever read any Lemire. He also doesn't like Saga. Famously.
I mean, I can understand that though, but I guess I could get that from a different angle. I mean, I think it gets. I came into it where I was like, I enjoyed it. I was like, it's fine. But when I started getting back into collecting, everyone was like, you have to read it. It's the greatest thing ever.
I mean, it's the only comic my wife reads.
Okay.
Lemire books are better than Saga, though, Gore says.
Oh, there you go.
So, no, Saga, I'm curious because Saga's on the list that my wife is going to read for our...
Oh, she'll love it.
Mrs. Beard reads the comic. Well, she didn't like Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Sorry, Tony.
Hey, nope.
That's for kids.
I end up getting my hand on it, and I sent it.
Yeah, Eat the Rich intrigued her, but then Stray Dogs was the first one that won her over.
That's interesting.
It is.
How about the robot one?
What robot? Not all robots?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a little political. Yeah, that's a little... It's a good book, but that's iffy. I would make her, if I made her read any Mark Russell, I would do the Flintstones because it would sort of like connect.
I almost think she'd probably enjoy the first arc of Second Coming of any.
I feel like I know your wife better than you.
Well, you don't, but I feel
like the first arc of, I mean, that one might be, it depends like religious thought. But I mean, I think the Flintstones really like gets through the Mark Russell style, like sort of, because you see the Flintstones and you see that something's different.
Yeah.
The way he writes it.
But my only problem, and that's why I would say my only hesitation with that is I don't know if she would get the reference at the Flintstones, that there's something different about it, because I don't think she has that nostalgia for the Flintstones that we do.
Oh yeah, okay. Then that would
that would be why I would like I Flintstones was I think my first one was I read Second Coming, and then I reached out to Mark and I was like, what should I read of yours next? He goes, I don't know, but people seem to like Flintstones, so read that, I guess.
So what did you think about Second Coming?
What did I think? I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. I thought it was a really interesting and intriguing idea. Yeah, I was a big fan of it, and I enjoyed the second arc too. So
I read the first arc and loved it, and then literally like yesterday, Second Coming came in. The trade just came in, so I'll read it this weekend.
For the second arc?
Yeah, I haven't even opened this little bag yet from Gmart. So
second arc, so that's this. What is it? The Only Begotten Son, I think is what it's called, or something.
Yeah.
The first issue is one of John and I think raved about it for an episode of one of our late night streams. It's one of the best Superman origin stories that we've ever gotten. And look who showed up. We talk about Second Coming, and I said John and I raved about it, and there he is in the chat.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to have dinner with your wife? Why are you listening to us three people?
Oh, is this a mistake?
What?
No, I said I was going to be on at 11 o'clock, and I did it.
That's the variant cover for Human Target 2.
Oh, it's just the variant cover.
Issue 1, it's a variant cover.
Okay. Because
So-
okay. No, I thought it was misprinted.
No,
'Cause you see how it comes off, yeah.
So
Wait a minute,
issue 1 and 2, the B covers are it's a connecting cover. It's basically a Clue board. It's an homage to the Clue board game, the classic Clue.
But you're
It's,
saying the A cover connects to this?
No, so number 1 B cover, and then issue number 2's B cover.
B cover
are
will.
connecting.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So it'll make the Clue board game homage.
So what was that? Was like Green Flame, whatever. I mean,
So that was what, Fire and Ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Fire and Ice. It's so there. He's bringing back the Justice League International here.
Oh, okay. Gee, I got plenty over there. I hope he makes make them worth something.
Probably not.
Perry's
He's just fun to look at.
Perry's making some sexual innuendos in the chat.
Perry,
Gore
get
says
on.
both are probably better than Saga.
Perry was Perry. What do you guys think they're thinking on Star Wars, where they're just doing covers of pure text? That's a Star Wars variant.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So. Oh, a lot of people were talking about this. Did you guys? This is what just came in also.
I didn't. That came out. Came out last week, right?
It's probably 2 weeks ago. If I just got it in the mail.
What's it
So
about?
probably 2. Huh? I don't know. I like Cy Spurrier. I would have just bought number 1 though to read it, and I like Cy Spurrier, but that would be a trade weight for me.
Mhm.
So it doesn't make sense for me to buy the number 1 through the mail and then get it late, because the only reason I would buy a number 1 and then buy the trade is because we talk about it like on YouTube and stuff like that. But now I'm already late, so that didn't make any sense. So maybe
so Gore said he enjoyed Rush. I didn't hear a lot of people talk about Rush, so I did not pick it up.
It's a vault book.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, you gonna go take a dump?
No, I gotta pee like a racehorse.
Oh,
I am so honest. I can't help myself.
gotta take a dump like a racehorse.
No. I gotta.
I still haven't read this. Did you? I can't remember. Are you a Something is Killing the Children person, Greg?
Yes, I am.
I got it, but I haven't read it.
I'm a fan of it. I don't know if I'm as hype of a fan.
I'm not a super fan.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I don't think it's the best thing ever. I do like House of Slaughter. I like to get to explore more of the world a little bit more, and I know some people weren't a fan of that because they just.
Yeah, I think I'll like that third arc when it comes in a lot more than some people did. Yeah, how about this? You were reading this at the beginning, weren't you? Well, go ahead. Finish the House of Slaughter thought.
I wish there was more of it, because I felt like what happened with Something's Killing the Children is they wrote it for a 6-issue arc, and then they're like, oh, people like this, let's keep it going. And it was the same type of thing that they didn't know how to bring any closure to it. But once I think they realized, oh, we have something here, let's now expand the world. I really liked getting to explore Erica's history into it. And I think I'm intrigued by Aaron's, history into the House of Slaughter as well.
So I haven't read those yet, but so I'm through the initial 3 arcs where it's just, it's just a murder fest, and I didn't really understand. Like, everyone's like, this is so good, and I'm like, and I'm reading it obviously a lot quicker because I'm reading in trade. Right. And I'm like, I enjoy it, I like it, and I like it that people are excited about it. That's what's keeping me reading it. But there's like 15 issues of more or less the same thing, more or less.
Yeah.
But I still like it. I'm still sticking with it. So I want to read that new arc, and I'll read House of Slaughter too.
Yeah. No, I think you'll like it.
Yeah. That was a quick pee, Tony.
Just call me Flash.
I feel like maybe you just emptied your colostomy bag or something.
That's why I just dumped it out. So that's all I did.
Did you have more books, Tony? Did you have more? I feel like I just started showing books while you were showing books.
It's all right. No big deal. I mean,
let's see. Oh, hold on, Tony. I'll let you. So John in the chat says Chaos just points to the camera at stuff, and we hear him on the side somewhere. It's true. Mastodon, awesome. I wonder if they talk about the book he did with Mark Ryan. Gore says, I've yet to read Something's Killing the Children. I don't know if Gore would love Something's Killing the Children. I think you might be intrigued by the arc. I think you would probably you like maybe the first 5 issues, and then once they get to more substance afterwards, you'd be back in. So yeah, go ahead, Tony. It's your show.
I was showing my goddamn books, and you kept talking.
Well, you said do what you do. Talk about the chat. Interact with the chat so people might show up on your show.
Okay, don't rub it in. I told you how to do. Okay.
How about Bitter Root? Who's reading Bitter Root?
I'm not.
I have not actually read that. I need to.
Oh, I mean, if you're not reading Bitter Root, then you're probably racist.
Okay.
I mean, no, Bobby, I'm not going to do a recipe dish inspired by Something's Killing the Children.
No, do one.
That would be good, though.
It would be funny.
Show.
There was something from like I think Haha or something. There was like an old lady with a casserole.
Yeah,
We're not doing
did.
Eat the Rich either. No, my wife already made that. No, my wife made that joke when she was reading that comic. I'm like, you're scaring me a little bit because you enjoyed that comic.
Yeah.
You know something? I'm enjoying this one.
What is it?
What is it?
Legends of the Dark Knight.
Oh, that's
I
probably
read
the
first
last
couple,
thing I would read.
Got so backlogged that I just thought that
That's the last thing I've read.
I'm going to. I'll read it in trade, but
no, you can't try read and trade. It's like they went back to where it was. When did they come out? The early 90s, late 80s.
Oh, it's set. It's like X-Men Legends. It's set in the past. It's set in that time period.
No, it's different stories, different writers, different.
yeah,
artists.
they're still going to collect it in a trade format. I can still read it.
Oh, shut up.
Hold on, Tony. But it's set in that time period. Different news stories and everything, but set in that early 90s time period, like Azrael and all that, right?
Well, he's in this one. Look, no, yeah, he's in this one.
But it's set in that time, like this. Look, like X-Men Legends. This is set like in the early 90s time period. It's a new book and a new story.
No.
But
It's
set
not
in a different time.
It's not the same way. Honest, it isn't.
Well, I'm asking you, what is it? You just said it's that.
It's different writers and artists, and like this is just a one shot. This is it begins and ends in this book, or it'll be a three book arc, and it's always different.
It's an ongoing series of DC's like 80th specials that they've been doing lately, where they're 3-4 page stories and
set in the continuity today.
Yeah,
set in the continuity today.
I think it's in past though continuity, isn't it?
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, it's in the past.
It's not. Well, I don't know. I haven't read this one.
I think.
Yeah, do they reference Batman's back being broken over and over again?
No, not yet.
They will.
Okay, but anyways, I enjoyed the original series. I get them over there, and I enjoy this one because they found the same format. That's all I wanted to say after you guys were just talking over me.
I did not talk over you. I was trying to play mediator between you two.
Oh, refrigerator full of heads.
We talked about that tonight. Is that issue 2 or 1?
2.
Okay.
Moon Knight. I don't know.
I haven't read any Moon Knight yet.
Neither have I.
It's losing me.
So someone told me that was great. Someone loved that issue.
It's good, but I haven't read this one yet, so I don't know.
Someone probably from the Burrito Discord, and you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. So anyways, okay, not all robots.
I need to read that.
I'm digging that series.
I need to read that tonight.
Have you read all the other 3 issues?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And this one I haven't read anything about it.
It's good. I read that earlier today. I love that book.
Really?
But I mean, I'm just a Ron B stan, so
I feel like this is where I side with Cole a little bit. I feel like I've just hit that fatigue a little bit too much. It's a good book, but it just came out a week after the Farthest Place from Here, and it was a post-apocalyptic world with
music
in music store and kind of a unique grungy art style, also with young protagonist.
It's like
he's talking about a different book that came out that has
Last
that
week,
premise.
Image put out a book, and it's a very similar concept.
I have it here, but it's a. I mean, I could already tell the difference though in writing. That one, the Rosenberg one's going to be more plot based. Like that's going to be more plot based, like be a TV show or something.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're in a record store, and there's something that looks post-apocalyptic, you know, or at least weird gangs around there.
It's kind of like
and
it's
then,
a post-apocalyptic Mad Max with like the Purge. It kind of feels like
they're
wearing like
a little bit of a Purge feel.
Yeah,
but Radio Apocalypse is going to be more, I think, more heady, more character based. Not you know, doesn't. I mean, Ron B's style isn't to just like have a straightforward plot. You know,
I think this is where I'm going.
Is a record store in a post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
They basically did
Where
in
they
the
get the
first
needles
place
from?
here.
Exactly.
They hold up in a record store as kind of their home base, and then in Radio Apocalypse, they're basically utilizing, I think, like the idea of how music is influential into it, and it's this radio station that is playing music to help inspire people. I think I'm gonna like Radio Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to do is I have the first issue. I enjoyed it, but it didn't blow me away like a lot of people did. So I think I'm going to pause and wait for it and trade and consume it when I have a little bit of a break away from other of the post-apocalyptic worlds and things like that.
You never get a break from post-apocalyptic worlds in comic books.
I know, but I feel like if I can control my break a little bit, I can.
I think that that artist. I mean, I've only seen his work with Ron V, and it's always so different. The 3 books I've now read by him with Ron V are like his art is just completely different in each one. And I don't think he does art otherwise. I think I need to go try to see if he's worked somewhere else. Yeah, but I love him just because he's so different. Like he just does something different, and supposedly that's what he's going to do with Radio Apocalypse also. So I don't think the art's going to be standardized.
Is this an ongoing?
Supposed to be an ongoing. Supposed to be an ongoing, but with Vault and Boom, ongoing means how did it do after 6 issues? Yeah. Do we expand it?
Right.
But he just in an interview I read today, he described it as an ongoing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very similar to Vault, Boom. Aftershock's the same. Is kind of like we're gonna see how the trade does, and good luck. Was that all your books, Tony?
Yeah, it only took me an hour to show them, but yeah, those are all my books. Oh,
I get to catch up with you. I get to catch up with most people. This trade doesn't have issue 6 and 7 though.
Yeah, because
is that where they did
right?
the unique art style that people didn't like?
Yeah, they had like a break for the artist. I mean, this looks like a difficult thing to draw, or I mean, you know, to put the art together. So I'm sure he'll need occasional breaks. I don't know who else is reading High Republic, like in the community. I don't think anyone is, and I love it. But man, is it hard! Man, is it hard to keep these characters straight? I
read the first 3 issues, and I just got behind, so I stopped.
Yeah, I really like it, but it's just like the world's expanded at that because the High Republic, Tony, if you don't know, is 200 years before Anakin gets born, right? So it's like the Jedi's 200 years before. The only person people know is Yoda in there, and it's just it expanded so fast. There's just so many characters so quickly, and I read the first book too, and I'm in the middle of the second book. Yeah, and it's just hard. Like I love the other Star Wars stuff because it expands the universe a lot better. But like, you know, Luke, Leia, Darth Vader, they're all anchors in a way, right? Like stuff has to surround them in whatever time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So without that, it's like it's a little bit harder it's still good, but it's a little bit harder to follow.
Gotcha. I wish I could blame it on the drink, Bobby.
So no, all episode of Comic Talk Live, for some reason tonight I haven't been able to say the phrase post-apocalyptic well. And
Like that either.
There you go.
and I'm always been like just like post a blah 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 blah, and I'm like just screw it. And so Bobby was making fun of me again, and
I
was
can't
like,
say it.
I just
can't
can't
say
say it.
either.
And then I think he gave me a cheers, and I was like, well, I wish I could blame it on drink. No, I'm just like, no, it's my own dumbness.
So you're into
Some of these. Go ahead.
Is that any good?
Inferno's great. Inferno's like what I've been waiting to happen for 2 years, like the continuance of some of the stuff that was in House of X and Powers of 10.
Right.
You know, but when you look at the trading card variant, and then you look at Emma by Peach Momoko, the Peach Momoko doesn't look so good. You know.
No.
Mm.
I think I have that
Shit's
That's a masterpiece, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like I think at the beginning they were just the masterpiece covers, but now I think they're new covers in the style of masterpiece.
Oh, okay.
Like that, that right there. Sabretooth hasn't even.
Is that a masterpiece or is that a?
That's a sweet cover though.
I'm not dead. Sabretooth's been out of action for like 2 years. Yeah, is this one the actual card? This one might be the actual card.
You know, I
thought some of them were new art.
Masterpieces.
Ooh. All right. So here, Gore says
like,
most people
still
want to be
getting that?
Han Solo, fly the Millennium Falcon, and fly away with Princess Leia. Bobby goes, he wanted to be Chewbacca. Was there a Star Wars character you wanted to be, Old Wolf?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
I like the movies and everything. I never saw myself as a character in it. What? You want?
I want to be Darth Vader.
I give you an honest answer. I wanted to be Luke. No, it's like no. There was never.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to give you content. What's up, Todd Christensen? Welcome to the show, Todd.
I'm lousy at this. I tell you honest answers. It doesn't go with everybody. What everybody likes.
That's fine. You just said no and just kind of left it at that. I didn't care that you said no.
Hey,
I wanted.
No, I know. I'm sorry to say that I've never saw myself as a Star Wars character. Though, when I wear one of the I work at a hospital, so when I wear the masks, my ears go down like this, and I kind of look like a half breed Yoda because my ears go like this.
I'll take it.
Okay, but yeah, but no.
That works.
Have you?
I don't know if I actually had a character. I think if anything, I would have been like, this is sound weird. I dug the Obi-Wan, but I dug it from the Phantom Menace where he had that little stupid side like ponytail kind of thing that came down.
Right.
I even as a kid as a kid, I was saying like middle school, I went in costume as Obi-Wan and I bought one of those like clip-on like pieces that you could have where I could clip it when I had hair and I could clip it, and I had the little side ponytail, braided ponytail that Obi-Wan had that Anakin wanted.
Aww.
Yeah. Your ring light die?
How about you, Chris, as you fix something?
I don't know. My wife bought me this because she found it for cheap on Amazon.
The steering wheel?
It's a steering wheel.
Yes, Old
The wheels. I have a 3-year-old. The wheels on the.
This is the analog in a digital world. Old Wolf coming out.
That's right. What is it? Is it one of those lights?
It's a light. It's a ring light.
I don't know. I don't have them. I got a camera that makes me look like if I hit the.
I actually don't have a ring light either. I just have one of those. I have one of those obnoxious studio lights.
Do you?
I have one of those too.
I'm in the hole again.
But I don't use them. I never use them.
Oh, jeez, Louise! Look at that thing.
Here, I'll just put it at that. Is that better for you, Old Wolf?
Oh, 4 roses. Is that 4 roses?
Yep. There's a 4 roses small batch there. Maker's Mark, Woodford, New Ref, Basil Hayden, Blade and Bow.
What a hipster had to say that it's a small batch.
Yeah, you could just say yes. You could just say yeah. That's 4 roses.
That's a 4 roses small batch.
Oh,
jeez.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna be a yes. Absolutely. If I get it, I'm gonna 100% be a hipster when it comes to that. Got some Angel Envy over there, Old Forester,
Ooh.
which I found out. I share a birthday with Old Forester that they literally release a special bourbon every year on my birthday. That like you have to go to the distillery to get it. And so my wife's like, we're gonna do this sometime. I'm like, okay, but like you have to camp out for like 2 days to get it. But if my wife's like, hey, we're going to sit at a distillery to get you bourbon, I'm not gonna disagree. So
That's right. Where's it distilled?
Kentucky, like all your bourbons are.
So road trip?
Yeah, I mean, we went to Lexington Comic-Con in September. It was a couple weeks after my birthday, and she didn't get me any presents. She goes, we're just gonna book 2 bourbon tastings, and then I have bottles bought for you at the distilleries. So we went to Woodford, and then we went to Bullet. And so I was like, okay. So she's like, you'll get your birthday presents in like 2 weeks, but it's like 4 bottles of bourbon and you get tasting. So I was like, I'm fine with that. Cool.
Nice. She's a good
We
wife.
good?
You got a good wife there.
Yeah. So yeah, whenever we go, because we go to a Comic-Con in Louisville and we'll go to a Comic-Con in Lexington, and we always hit up the distillery. So Louisville has the Angel Envy is downtown Louisville, so we'll go there, and we did a bottling there. It was fun. This is a new location for you, Chris. Where are you at?
Kitchen table. Oh, Chris.
He's muted again.
This is actually the old location.
Oh.
The original location.
He only has 2 spots: kitchen table, garage. Online and driving home. That's his.
No, he did a live stream somewhere where he was at an outdoor bar one time.
Yeah, I was on that. He went to like a restaurant or something.
And then his phone died, and he didn't want it. He was like, I got to get off because the menu's online. I need to be able to still have a little bit of battery life so I can see what
that was on my show. Was that on my show?
I'm sure it was. You're muted again.
I think breaking on me, like as I'm talking.
We can hear that. We heard that part.
Yeah, that was on my show. He actually went to like a restaurant or something and got some.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to a lot. I've jumped on streams in a lot of restaurants. I think the one you were talking about was Ace's Nails, because didn't you guys look it up and pick my beer?
Yeah, we gave you beer recommendations. Yeah.
You didn't recommend me one. You just read one, and that's the one I bought.
Well, but we still recommended that you should get it. The one I recommended was one I would have gotten if I was there.
Yeah.
But you probably didn't do it because I'm a sour beer guy, and I don't feel like you're a sour beer guy.
I'm a sour beer guy. I don't. The only kind of beer I'm not, and I'll still drink it if someone is my friend or they tell me to, are like fruit beers. I don't like when like they put blueberries or you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
But I drink any other kind of beer, and then I drink it for what it is.
Well, I feel like those sours definitely dip their toe into the fruity aspect of it, but it's the sourness hides it more.
Yeah. Well, I mean that the sours seem to be the kind of beers that people mix with fruit more.
Yeah.
Too. But I do I do tend towards the sour yeasty taste more than I do like the tart, or you know what I mean, when it's sour. For sure. I mean, I'm not a sweet tooth guy.
Yeah. No, well, that's the thing. There's a brewery here in Columbus where they only brew and have on tap our sour beers, which is great for me. But I know a lot of my friends like, I don't want to go there because it's only sour beers, and they don't have other ones on tap. But I'm like, man, they feel confident in their product when they're like, we don't care. We know we make good enough sour beers that people are going to come.
Yeah, that's what we make. So
we're not going to put on an IPA for you.
Ooh, I feel like this book is being. I feel like TMNT 1 is being homaged a lot lately.
That's that was the one Cole was wanting to get, and we all told him not to, and you got it.
Oh yeah.
The only one of that I have homage was when the Drawing Blood did it with their characters.
Yeah, I have that one. I want that. I need the Red Room one. but that one's really expensive.
The which one?
Really?
From Red Room, the Red Room homage.
I haven't.
The homage. It's like $60 on eBay. So Red Room is that violent book.
That's the one that they did free comic book day. What's his name?
Ed Piskor, cartoonist kid.
Yep.
Yeah. So I can't remember what comic I bought. It was a horror comic, and they sent me a DVD in one of those, those like 50 movie packs that you can buy that are like $6.99 back in the day, right? And they're all movies from like So this is 4 horror movies. I'll never watch these. They're probably on YouTube also, but they're from like one's from 1936 called Revolt of the Zombie. Maybe I will watch that if it's called Revolt.
You gotta watch that.
It predates World War II and it's about World War I. 1963, 1959. So I thought it was funny that they would send that with like, I think it was a Hellraiser comic or something I bought.
It's so good.
Yeah. So I thought that was clever. Stupid, but clever. Who's it? You guys are Batman guys. Are you guys reading Reptilian?
I read the first issue and maybe 2, and I was like, it's not for me.
It's for me because it's underhandedly talking shit about Batman.
That's probably why it wasn't for me. I was like,
yeah, Batman's acting like the cop he is in that book. Yeah, I didn't love number 1. I thought the art was a little bit. It was good and it was Liam Sharp, but I thought it was a little bit.
I actually think now you say I think I only did issue 1, and I was like, I think the art and the story just didn't captivate me enough that I was just like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, it's
Which
good
is
though.
Weird because I usually have a 2-3 issue rule, and let alone that I was like I gave up on a Batman book that quick.
Yeah, I think it's only a 4-issue series. Maybe it's 5.
What are you drinking, Beard? Great.
Right now I just have the closest bottle of me is my cheap bourbon, so it's just some Jim.
Yeah, it's my cheap bourbon. It's my single batch.
Yeah.
No,
it's not
you can make fun of me being a hipster all you want, but Jim Beam is a cheap bourbon.
It's fun. Am I muted again?
No, you're good.
Nope.
We can hear you.
So weird. The concept of hipsterism is really stupid, right? Because it seems like if you hit either one of the extremes, you're a hipster, right? If you're drinking single batch or you're drinking PBR, that makes you a hipster,
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta find that.
The concept's idiotic. So,
well, what was it? Did you? I'm sure none of you guys ever watched a show called Happy Endings. It was on ABC. It was trying to be like the new Friends, and they did this whole episode about hipster, like where if you're trying too hard, you're a hipster, but if you're not trying hard enough, and it was actually a really funny take on it. So Todd said he dropped Reptilian after issue 3. Batman is written too much like a sociopath.
Yeah, that's what I think I like about it. So.
And Gore said he has a friend of his who is a Green Bay Packer fan, which is unusual in a state where everyone is expected to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. And he is indifferent to football except the cheerleaders.
My brother, your new best friend,
who already he stopped talking, so I know he's already shut us off.
He's a Green Bay fan.
Oh, good for him, because I mean, if you live in where you live and you have to be a Patriots fan, I feel bad for you.
Why?
Because they suck. How about that's the other Batman book I like. That's.
Have you been watching them lately?
Yeah, I mean, I watched them last night. I hate the Patriots. I didn't want to talk about them.
Oh, okay. It's you. It's
fucking idiots.
It's you.
Huh?
It's you, not them. It's you.
There's another. I mean, everyone hates the Patriots.
I know.
I actually don't hate the Patriots. I feel like I should hate everything.
You hipster.
No, I don't like them, but I just don't hate them like everyone says. Also, Dag Nabbit, Tony, I literally every time I come on a stream with you, I lose a sub.
It's not my fault.
Every time, it is 100%. I hop on a Tony stream. Boom.
As long as I gain them, did I gain them?
I don't know. Probably
Batman fans. How about this one?
That's one I've been sleeping on. Is it good?
I think so, but I mean, I'm reading the Batman books for people that don't want to read Batman.
I didn't gain them.
Sorry.
I'm so close to 1,000.
You're right there, buddy.
You're so close. That's funny.
You're right there.
You've been telling that joke since 175.
And I'll keep going.
How about?
Is that Echo Ants?
Yeah, I love this book. I love to look at it. The story's fine.
I picked up
read.
issue 1 because Jennifer raved about it, and I just haven't read it yet. But
yeah,
I have.
I have them. I haven't even looked at them.
It's just such an epic. It's just such an epic, beautiful book. And then it helps it that it's it's annoying, right? You don't want every book to be sideways like this.
Yeah.
But it really helps this book. So.
What was that? Well, because were you the one that sent found footage to Cole, which is also one of those horizontal books?
Yeah, but that's a horizontal book and about this small.
Right, it's super small.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even see. Did Cole talk about found footage somewhere?
I felt like he read it or tagged it and said it was like, I got this from Chaos.
Yeah.
At some point. Yeah,
that book was more interesting for its format. It's like a snuff film horror book.
Well, will you pick up the next version of it?
I'll pick it up. I mean, I pick up a lot of Behemoth stuff. Yeah, I calmed down when I saw a big chunk of their stuff started to be just translated stuff. So a little bit like what a Blaze does. So I stopped grabbing everything. But at the beginning, I was grabbing. I'm still looking for Osiris Pass number 2. I still get eBay notifications about Osiris Path, and number 1, number 3, and number 1, 2, 3 together are being sold, and I cannot find issue 2.
Jeez. So if I ever come across it, I'll
pick it up. Grab it for me.
I liked Osiris Path. Yeah, a lot of their books at the beginning I was really digging. They're doing a lot of licensed property right now, and they've done a lot that they've been translating, like you said. Well, because they used to be, what was it, Amigo? Yeah,
but they're translating Brazilian comics, it feels like. And they were Amigo.
Necromorphous, I think, was translated.
French?
I want to say Brazilian, too.
Was that? I thought you interviewed that guy.
No, that was from Quebec. That was Freak Snow. He
was from Quebec, yeah.
They translated that, and then MFKZ is also translated, which is from French.
That's French.
Yep, that was French that they translated from that. But I think Necro was Brazilian, and same with You Promised Me Darkness. And so I think that was some of the stuff that people had issues with Behemoth. I think there is a language barrier between the writers sometimes where it's like, I mean, You Promised Me Darkness made it, issue 1 made a Gangnam Style reference,
Splash,
which was supposed to be like, oh, we'll make a funny American reference, and I'm like, this was 8 years ago. So
but that would have been the reference. But that would have been the reference 8 years ago. They just didn't change it.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think
that one was actually, and it's fine to me. It's more some of the art doesn't fit. And to what's interesting though is that I read a lot of Euro comics, and the art doesn't look like MFKZ or whatever it was.
Right.
A lot of it doesn't look like that, So I mean, and I haven't given it as much of a chance. I could just see that it's, it just looks some of it just looks a little bit less. A little bit less professional or like a little bit unfinished in some cases, right? And so then I just don't pick up everything. And they were churning out a lot too.
Well, Freak Snow, definitely. That's the art style that Freak Snow, the guy you were talking about. That's the art style where it's very much.
And I like that though, but that is what I'm talking about. I guess I was trying to explain, but I actually like Freak Snow. So,
yeah. And then they were doing it with the Happy print, with the Happy Tank imprint. So in the Happy print imprint, it was more from Freak Snow was coming out. That was the FMKZ came out, and then Cinnamon was from that imprint too.
Oh, and Cinnamon, yeah. I mean, they have Rossi, Maximo Rossi writing for them again.
Yeah.
So when I see his name, I buy it because I liked him on Amigo. I felt like he was a really good writer, and he's just Spaniard that writes for the American market. so he doesn't make a big splash kind of thing, right? So what
Yeah.
book is he writing for them right now? He's writing one particular book, and I can't remember what it is.
Is it 9 Stones?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow,
So
I'm impressed.
so Bobby asked if I thought MFKZ was anime type book. That is not the art style for MFKZ. It is more of a cartoon style book that they're doing.
Like cartoons,
sure.
like Heathcliff.
Yeah, if you watch, I mean, you can watch the movie on Netflix. It's in that exact same style for sure. What's funny is I went to so the creator of Cinnamon, they are from Columbus, and apparently they were at
another foreign book.
They were at the Jeff Smith. I was at a Jeff Smith like question and answer thing, and I think like they were right in front of me, and we didn't even realize it until like after, and we were posting stuff on Instagram. We're like, I think we were right next to each other. Like, But I really enjoyed Cinnamon. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. To answer Todd Christian's question right here, it's strange that Garth Ennis writes Batman in such a negative light when he glorifies someone like the Punisher. I don't think he glorified the Punisher, but I think the Punisher fit in his like mindset a little bit better because he's not a superhero.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, he's not a superhero guy. So whenever he does write them, he's not very nice to them. So, and that's what's happening here. Like Batman, he goes, he's a billionaire playboy that beats up poor people. That's the idea, right? So, and yeah, and then people are like, if you don't like him, why do you write him? Well, this particular one was his friend artist that did Preacher with him. Steve Dillon was sick, was getting better. And he wrote something for him that would make a big splash. So it's a Batman book. They both have their feet well into DC, right. And that was the plan. And then Steve Dillon died, right. And then so then Steve Dillon's protege Liam Sharp took it over, or not protege, like other close friend.
Yeah. What are you drinking now? Because I see it's no longer a Stella.
No. It's one of my wife's.
It looks like an Oberon. Oh no. It's
one of my wife's Hefeweizen beers. She likes this tangerine wheat from Left Coast.
Is it fruity?
Okay. A little bit of that fruity that you don't like.
Fruity?
That's true. That's so the two fruits I'll make an exception for.
Banana.
Okay.
Grapefruit
and tangerine.
Not really. I would make an exception for it, but
I was gonna say, I mean, Hefeweizen basically is like banana undernote. So,
who's reading that?
I am not.
This is one of the best. This book is probably gonna end up in my top 5.
Really?
Yeah. More art driven.
That's what's always I love people's top 10s because I think, Chris, you actually posted like a month ago or something in a Discord or somewhere where you like re-shared your top 10, and I'm like, there literally were like 5 books that I was not reading from that, and I was actively involved in comics. I'm like, holy buckets, like I need to do better.
Yeah, I mean, mine might be a little bit weird, right? And some of them you can guess. Like if you're around me enough, I like Kieran Gillen, I like Ron Beaton, right? So
yeah, I mean, I haven't read what is it, Green
and Blue. So that's
Blue
actually by the Blue and Green. Sorry.
Okay.
So the song by his name, the jazz player slipped my mind. Gore will say his name in a second. Names slip my mind when I'm on live streams. But that's actually an example of the artist on Radio Apocalypse being very different because he's the artist in Blue and Green and the art is completely different.
Okay.
So. Yeah, so that's really good. That was Robbie's number 1 book, by the way. So it got in, on the lower part of my top 10. That was Robbie's number 1. I know Jennifer liked it a lot.
Jennifer had it up high.
Well,
it's just always so interesting. I mean, Gore even just mentioned right now that Carmen was up as one of the books for 2021.
I I didn't like Harmon as much as he did.
And I know we talked about it a couple times on Comic Talk Live, and I don't think it ever hit the same note. I think Jennifer didn't like it as much as a lot of people, but I think John had it up higher. And like it's always interesting because even people like that have similar tastes, what are different. So what is this, Laura?
Is this is put by?
Oh yeah, that's by the artist writer of Ian March.
Carmen, yeah.
Yeah. Also, of course, also doing Joker or was doing Joker.
So have you heard anything about this? Read anything about this? I haven't read it yet. So
I didn't pick it up just because I didn't want another 6 books. So I may read that in trade. The problem with Carmen and this book is that they are reprints, European reprints,
right.
And they're forcing them in our dimensions. For some reason, they're terrified of, releasing a book this size. So there's a regular comic, right?
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. No, I mean, American comic book people, we complain about prestige books. We complain about freaking Last Ronin. At least DC's Black Label books fit in magazine bags. Last Ronin, they're just like, listen, we're gonna make it that like you have to create your own bags to actually bag and board this,
and you're gonna buy a box.
I love it.
Because
but it's also not. It's also binded, so you can treat Last Ronin as a trade. By the way.
Yeah, I mean, I just have it in a bag, and it's in one of my magazine long boxes, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Lore is an early 2000 reprint.
Yeah, I don't understand the love or hate for Venom #1. Like, I don't really get how you could just, like John, for example, just turned off on it after an issue. I don't really get how you could do that.
Well, before you hopped on, I think I said it. We were asked about it by Barik, and I said it was fine. It didn't blow me away like I would hope for a #1. It was fine.
Donny Cates didn't blow anyone away either, by the way. Donny Cates, it was issue 3 that blew everyone away. Issue 3 and 4. The first appearance of Noel is what got everyone like.
Well, we were kind of talking about that. Is the hype train going to go to Hulk because of Donny Cates? And I said I don't know if it's because of Donny Cates. I think he's going to help it, but I think people are burned out on Venom.
Yeah,
a little bit. And
I'm burned out. Anything Symbiont, I'm burned out on.
Well, I haven't been burned out on Symbiont since 1990. So. I'll always love them, and I think that they've actually done good things with Venom when he just wasn't popular. Like the people that read it, like the Venom Space Knight was very well received. Some of the stuff, some of the post 90 stuff is bad, but those are the covers we keep seeing, like in auctions and whatnot. But the stuff that was happening, like when Remender got to it, like mid 2000s, was all very good, and I really need to read it. That's when I would come in and out of comics and stuff like that. But all that's really good. The Space Knight stuff, what I read was fine. I don't remember being blown away by it, but I've read maybe 7 issues of it in total. But people that have read it really like it, kind of thing. So I mean, Venom always had its fans. I think though that Venom and the story and Donny Cates, it all mixed together well. Because I mean, if you think about it, Donny Cates isn't blowing the lid off anything right now. Like Crossover is, I mean, I'm buying it all because I like the way he writes, but Crossover,
I think it's actually picked up a little bit now.
What has?
Crossover, I think it's gotten better.
Yeah, but as far as like popularity or excitement,
you're right.
There's not, Thor hasn't done it, Crossover hasn't done it.
Right.
I think I might have missed an issue of Crossover. And Hulk, we'll see, but the way he described what he's going to do with Bruce Banner, it sounds to me like very close to the arc that he just did with Thor, and I forget Thor's alter ego. Tony, you have to go pee. Go pee.
I had to go pee, but it was Donald Blake, wasn't it?
Donald Blake, thank you.
I love how like we've been on streams with Oldwolf enough that you can just tell like he kind of turns and is like, "Can I leave? Go pee. Go."
Gorbadell's actually picking up Hulk. good standard writer. Well, I feel that way, Gore, I feel that way about like Tom Taylor, to be honest, and even Al Ewing. Like I think they do that thing where, they read a book. I'm not saying they did this necessarily, but they read a book about writing comics, and they hit the beats at the right part. They think of cool stuff while they take a shower, like Noel or whatever, and they fit it in there, and it fits, and they fit like little episodes, and it works, And then sometimes I really like those writers. In the case of Donny Cates, that was the case. Sometimes I think they're only okay. Like Tom Taylor hasn't grabbed me as much as he has other people, but I do like him still. Right. But like generally, I don't like generally the reason I read comics, the reason I find it so hard to read comics from the 80s and 70s that I feel are very juvenile is because I like the Grant Morrisons and the Ron B's, the Kieran Gillens. I like it to have, when you step back and it's a little bit more abstract.
Right.
Because there's just so many places in media where you can have that like tight 22 minutes, or tight 48 minutes, where you hit the beats and it's exciting and it feels like 24 or Lost or whatever, And I think comics, I can sit back a little bit and like take in the art a little bit more and have a writer that is, maybe a little bit more floaty, is not so super plot driven.
I always wonder too, like, because I've been kind of dealing with this, exploring comics with my wife coming alongside me a little bit more of like where we are at, of if our tastes have changed, as like if you were you a big Karen Gillan or Ron V, or when you started, would you have gravitated more toward maybe Tom Taylor or that style, and then as you gotten to exposed to it a little bit more, you're like, you know what? Because I feel like people recommend books to my wife that I'm like, I know like there's no way she's gonna get into this, and people like, I don't like, because there are people that are like, I don't understand the hype of Stray Dogs, and I wonder of like, is there just like what level of reading of comics you're into that you appreciate stuff less or more, or
you're talking about
like you make fun of like White Whale or John and like, oh, you guys don't like anything,
well, you're talking about two different things with your wife. What they're doing with your wife though is they're telling you the thing they like,
right?
You know what I mean? And you
exactly.
can see when you answer, like in your Saga answer at the beginning, right? It's like, I don't know about Saga, you know what I mean? Right. The answer's always Saga, but I could see that, right? You're thinking of when you're asking for recommendations from someone for your wife, you're not what you like.
Right.
My wife would not like Garth Ennis's Punisher, you know what I mean?
Right.
Something like that, so people need to adjust. And I think Stray Dogs is actually good. 6 issues. It's a murder mystery.
Right.
There's a hook because it looks like Disney. It has that art hook.
Man,
I think
they have that Don Bluth style nailed.
Huh?
The Don Bluth, like all dogs go to heaven. Yeah, like it's.
Yeah.
So, Greg, what would your wife like to read?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, like I said, we've only done 3 comics so far. She didn't like Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur. She didn't hate it though. That's the thing is, she was like, it's fine. It didn't captivate me. Eat the Rich issue 1, she was intrigued and she wanted to read the 2nd issue. I don't think it would keep her long term.
Right.
Stray Dogs, she read issue 1 of it. We ended the video after we did our dialogue. She read the entire trade off camera because she was intrigued and she wanted to read it. So she literally read the entire trade that night. And I don't know if I would have suggested those 2 because I'm like, those are like, I think for her, it's got to be a mystery. There's got to be an element of suspense to it. It can't be. And that's what at least like Eat the Rich was there. Stray Dogs was kind of like that too. I feel like it was a lot more.
If Gora's still in the chat, he's going to agree with me. I think your wife probably would like this.
Rachel Rising.
Yeah, that's Terry Moore. So the guy that Terry Moore is most famous for Strangers in Paradise.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean this the only thing that might turn her off, but I think your wife would be open to it, is that it's in black and white. But
I wouldn't bother her.
yeah, it shouldn't bother her. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Rachel Rising. I think any Terry Moore. I think Strangers in Paradise.
Okay.
Would be something that she liked, but she may not like it after the first trade kind of thing. You know, like.
Which is, I mean, how many times have we read a comic where like we loved the first trade, it was great, and then we're like, I don't know about the second arc, the first, the third arc.
Yeah, his writing though is like you get like 3 or 4 trades in, and then you realize just how much you love these characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I think Rachel Rise would be good because it does have an element of mystery, and it isn't. Strangers. I'm only to like trade 7 or 8 in Strangers in Paradise, and I'm only on trade 3 maybe of this. Right. So Gore could talk about it better. But yeah, Strangers in Paradise is more of a, it's like a slice of life book that sort of sometimes gets action packed. This one is like this one's a weird book where people are just rising from the dead in some small town. But it has that Terry Moore slice of life element in it for sure.
Okay.
So I think she'd like that.
Yeah, no, I'll add that to the list because we're definitely
yeah, if you have a big list. So.
Well, I don't, because I've cut a lot of stuff off of the list that people are like, oh, I mean, Saga's on there. I think Why the Last Man is still on there, but I'm trying to I try to take what people recommend and I go, I don't know if she would really dig this or not, but Eat the Rich never would have made the list, but we literally she was looking through Instagram. She's like, and John posted about Eat the Rich. She's like, oh, this sounds interesting. I want to read that. And I hadn't picked it up. And so she's like, hey, you should get this. I was like, well, okay. If my wife tells me to pick up a comic book, I don't care what it is. I'm going to get it. So I was like, okay, done. I'm like, you got A and B covers. There you go, babe.
A and B. That's something she would understand. She's like, wait, you spent $4 more, but it's a different book? Is it different inside?
No, we got the A cover and we got the Jenny Frison cover.
He spent it on her, though.
Okay. Tony, when was the last time your wife read a comic book?
Never.
Never? You didn't even get her to try one? Really? Not even in 1974?
She was only 1 year old in 1974.
Okay. Yeah, my wife reads Saga.
I was like Saga. 9. Okay.
So is she excited that Saga's coming back then?
Yeah, I mean she's excited, but it's been so long. Like, she doesn't love it so much that she's like, yes. She's like, oh, I should probably read that last trade again. Yeah. But I think what you're thinking about Saga is some of the, like the first pages and some of the weird stuff. But the truth is that those characters dig into you.
Yeah, I don't think like that first page doesn't. The first page will not have like strayed away from it at all. I think it's the out there. I don't know how she's gonna do with like the sci-fi element of it. I don't know if she's gonna be able to separate the sci-fi fantasy from the character. That's where I'm hesitant. Like I think like Fifth Element is a great movie, sci-fi.
Oh my Lord.
But I don't think she would appreciate that because of like the strangeness of the movie. And so that's kind of, oh my gosh, we're really.
Oh, there he is. That's great. Bring a guy that doesn't read comics on them.
Yes, but I'm really good at sipping.
I was going to go to bed in 10 minutes, but
you still can leave it going.
Yeah, we'll keep it running.
I'll just leave it open.
Just fall asleep.
I read comics. I read one yesterday.
What'd you read?
He reread a Dave Stevens comic.
I would. I just read the lines. I read a Batman versus Bigby.
Oh, you read that comic? You
read Batman and Fables.
Yeah. That was great.
Of all comics?
I'm loving it, man. I can't wait for the next one to come out.
Now I know why John said he's out. Now I know what John's like, because I guarantee you, John, who was reading Fables, is like, nah, screw Bigsby.
He didn't like it.
I guarantee you he didn't like it.
No, John
He
doesn't
hated
like it.
number one. He bought number one and he hated it.
Yeah, he
There
doesn't
we
like
go.
it.
See?
And like,
it was
John's
great.
going to bed now. Just when you're saying like we're calling him out.
No, he's not going to bed yet. He's just saying he's not watching the show because Bub's
Oh, he's
here.
voting me off. Okay.
Oh yeah, he has to leave anytime I'm here because he's my Clark Kent.
It's funny is of all four of us, Bubs and I are the only people that met in real life.
Really?
Not for long. Oh, Chris is going to stand up with me as a witness.
Am I really?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Depends what time you show up.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a murder or something? A witness?
Yeah. It's gonna.
Potentially.
Yeah. I mean, I've witnessed a few hookers being murdered out here. So what's another one?
Yeah, what's
All right. It's a good way to get your money back.
No, Bub was in Lexington with us, and we had pizza, and it got overshadowed by everyone understanding how tall Bubs was and how short Dustin was.
How tall is Bub?
Not that tall.
No, it's
No,
not.
he
He's
is
not that
that
tall
short.
compared to Dustin. Is just really short, and so it was quite entertaining.
I did see the picture. It was striking.
It was strikingly
Yeah, it was
different.
quite a big difference. I
Yeah.
looked like I was nursing him.
I mean, my wife's taller than Dustin. So.
Yeah.
Can you do? Dustin, the two people I was surprised to see were not super tall was Dustin and there's a picture of Comic Head 84 standing next to like JP's budget collecting. And JP is actually very tall, right? So
Right.
yeah. But yeah, Comic Head 84 is not super tall either. But you can't tell because we all take up the whole box.
Right.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, cool. This is it's deceptive. Unless you're Tony, whose camera falls literally every 5 seconds. So then he looks like, yep, that. You're like, oh, Tony's really short.
I am short.
But
Short
we wouldn't
fat.
know
I'm
because
short and cute like a parachute.
you're at the same height level as all of us.
Can you guys hear me crunching ice? That would be rude.
Yeah, we did.
Is that
I
okay?
didn't hear it.
Just close your eyes next time, Bearded.
I mean, got it. I mean, let's be honest. You're on Oldwolf's channel. You're fine.
Oh, Og was here to name everyone in the fucking chat.
That's
what
what
I
Tony
need. I
does
don't
in
do
the
that.
chat. Tony
Huh?
has to respond to anyone who says hi to him in the chat.
Yeah, I do.
You do. You're like my mom who hops on Instagram every 3 weeks and then likes every single photo and then ghosts for a month and then every single photo. Like, oh, mom's on Instagram again.
So
Oh,
what's your
Tony's
point?
I
in the
know.
chat.
It was driving me crazy when your mom started following me.
I know, dude. It was weird. When
Fucking
she started following
insane,
you, I was
man.
like,
So
she
what's your
doesn't even follow
point?
my channel, and she was following yours. I was
I
like,
know.
that's weird.
If somebody says hi to me, I want to say hi back to them.
Yeah, that's what's it's you're doing the right thing.
I mean, you're
Old Wolf.
being polite. We're making fun of you for being polite.
Yeah.
And now he's caressing your nipples.
I got a big set here, guy.
Oh my god. Oh man, look, you run Chris out of the frame.
I think you just
That
spit
takes
over-
a
I
lot to
think you
get
just
him
spit
out
beer
of
everywhere.
the frame.
For real. When did he get a window in his garage? That's nice.
Hey, I'm only gonna be on for till 1 o'clock because I got a freaking.
Stop.
What time zone?
Well, yeah, I can't be on for another 3 hours, Tony. So you're good.
Tony. So Tony literally just told you he has 8 minutes.
Bullshit.
I'm calling it. What he said.
I'll sleep enough when I'm dead.
Yeah, that's a good attitude.
There you go. What are you eating?
Only if people tell you to rest in peace. If they say anything else, you're gonna be awake all night.
See, Chris is carb loading for his Tough Mudder tomorrow.
Are you doing a Tough Mudder? Awesome.
So what actually is a Tough Mudder?
I told you this.
It's like a MILF who doesn't call you back.
I'm just trying to get. I'm giving Chris. I'm giving Chris his spot. You know what I'm saying? The hell.
You're still muted, Chris.
He's chewing.
I'm not muted. I'm just chewing.
I know, but it was funny. Way to ruin the joke.
Oh, I mean, I've been muted so often.
All right, Tony, bring it back because Chris is eating, so you're not going to get anything out of him.
I'm just asking, what the hell is?
It's an obstacle. It's a race. It's a race with obstacles that involve like mud and like monkey bars. I think there's some electricity. I think there's some electricity involved.
To your balls?
No,
He just has to run and lick a 9-volt at the same time.
no.
Still good.
So why would somebody want to do this?
For chicks, man. It's a total chick magnet.
He's married with kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
Why would someone want to do anything? Like someone asked me that the other week. Why would someone want to collect comic books? You know what I mean? Like why would we do anything, Tony?
Because it's there.
For the chicks.
But why would you want to go run in mud and climb things and stuff?
Why wouldn't you?
I'm not
I don't
asking you. Hey,
Time out.
You're a better
Okay.
man than I am.
No. Tony's asking a fair question. He's confronting Chris about why would you do something? Why would you go exercise and pay money to do this? Tony, what are you doing tomorrow night on your stream? That's right. You're eating the hottest freaking sausage you possibly can. Why would you do something like that? Oh,
Because
who would live stream the
annual.
weakest sausage
I
you could
did
find?
it last year. I gotta do it this year.
okay.
So
But again, why would you do that?
Yeah, and your hair still hasn't grown back. What the hell are you thinking?
listen, at the end of Saturday night, Tony, who's gonna have the more comfortable asshole?
I don't know. It
I don't know.
Depends
how well he eats that hot sausage.
It might be a little dirty, it might be a little muddy.
To be fair, they both will be. I'm thinking mudslides are in everyone's midnight fare. Mm-hmm.
That's a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, but come Sunday morning, Tony's gonna be a little bit more raw than anyone else.
Yeah.
No, that's a bunch of crap because I've eaten a lot of hot stuff and everything, and that never happens.
Don't rub your eye afterwards.
No, that sucks.
Yeah,
I was
that's how you get
entertained
pink
last
eye.
year.
That's how you get pink eye. You eat spicy food, you wipe your ass, you don't wash because you're busy sleeping, and then you rub your eye and you get pink eye. And then you walk around, everybody thinks you're stoned because your eyes are all red. Turns out you just rubbed crap in them.
Oh, that's exact. Oh, okay. That's
They get the wrong impression. You might lose your job or something. You don't want that.
Like,
Why is
listen,
it not
Tony,
brown?
so if you're about to lose your job Monday morning, like, listen, guys, I'm not stoned.
Yeah.
I just have poop in my eye.
Yes. A lot of it. Spicy poop.
Spicy poop.
That's how it happens. That's how you get ants too.
Oh, hold on. Let me pick it out of my eye.
Oh my goodness.
What I can't wait, I'm going to be on the show tomorrow, literally just to get Old Wolf to do that same thing. And then like, oh dang it, I forgot I have hot sauce on my finger. And
yeah, that would
you're gonna
it's
gonna be beautiful.
No, I have to everything's planned. I gotta get someone to work the laptop so when there's in the chat to if someone asks a question.
You were doing well last year. You did well last year. You got to it enough.
Oh yeah, I got through the whole.
I was in it. I was in it live. Here's what you actually have to do, and he'll do this for you. Okay, he'll do it for you. Is you're gonna have this like 2-hour live stream. What you need to do is get Perry to edit it for you, and he'll do that for you.
I don't edit anything.
I said Perry.
Perry.
Now get
Perry
Perry
will
to
edit it for you.
Yeah, but okay. So if I'm doing this live, how's Perry gonna edit it?
So afterwards, you give him the file.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And worst case scenario, right? Like I wasn't paying for StreamYard for our worst case scenario is
Perry can just get one of those YouTube downloaders and rip the file from YouTube. But I think he'll do it for you.
Okay.
Because he
I
cares.
still say worst case scenario is spicy pink eye, but okay.
I mean, I'm volunteering him for this.
He'll do it.
I'll have to talk to him.
Yeah. I mean, tell him to basically edit your Hot Wings video instead of his end of the year video.
I think he should do a reaction video to my hot wing challenge.
I think you should do a reaction video to you in the toilet afterwards.
Yeah. Someday, I'm gonna make it onto Perry's end of the year video. I think the most disheartening thing for me was when the Burrito Boys made it on Perry's year video last year and I didn't. I was like, wow.
I didn't make it either.
You did it?
Twice.
I don't think I made it either.
No, you made it, Old Wolf.
You
for
made
sure.
it,
Are you sure
Old
you
Wolf.
made it? Greg, are you sure you didn't make it?
Oh, I know. I watched it because I saw Cole and I'm like, son of a bee. I'm like,
They're not
Yeah, I
even
don't
around
even feel like
anymore,
he's
are they?
never. I feel like he's never even talked to them.
I know, that's why I was annoyed. I was like, you don't even hop on their stream. Like, you at least comment on my stream and nothing. But no, you had Todd and Nick and Cole and their young chipper selves like, hey guys.
Hey guys. The first year that he did it, so I wasn't in the first year, but I'd only really just met him, right? But I remember not old. What's our other? Wolf Warner wasn't in it, you know, and he would always talk about Wolf Warner. Like he would see his videos and he would talk about Wolf Warner a lot.
Yeah.
And he didn't put him in it, and it was funny. Even Wolf was pretty mad about it. Not really mad, but it's funny because you can't fit everyone, right?
No.
And now the fucking community's gotten so big, like through the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's huge now. So.
I mean, I can't say anything because I think I'm the only one here that started a channel in the midst of the pandemic. So
Yeah, I call them COVID channels.
I'm a COVID channel to Bub's like, I have a playlist of COVID channels. Like, oh, there's.
I mean, I'll meet you in person, but I'm not going to watch your videos.
Well, I don't need to watch you do.
Bub's the vaccine channel.
You don't post videos, so I don't have to watch it. So I appreciate it.
No, I don't. No, I have.
It makes it great.
Steer,
Like
I'm like,
I'm grateful for channels that like I follow and support that like I don't have to watch their videos because they don't make content. And
you
it
look
makes
like a grateful person.
That's why Chaos, Old Wolf, like you guys are my people because
I've been
I feel bad, like, oh, you never comment on my channel. Well, you guys don't make stuff, so it's okay. It makes me happy.
Wait,
Well, I
are you
mean,
saying
I either do 5 videos in a week or I don't do a video for a month and a half.
Or both.
Are you saying I don't make content?
I mean, you do once a week, and I comment as much as I can.
Okay.
I can't stand those damn premieres. Are you live or are you not fucking live?
I
Like, leave me alone. Then I get trapped in there because I'll say, oh, cool. What's up, everybody? You don't fucking respond because it's all pre-recorded bullshit. And then I'm locked in like this little fucking closet with 3 other people watching. And you're like, hey, did you see what I just did? Did you see what I just did now? I'm like, yeah, that was great. You still here? Yeah, I'm here. What are you doing later? I'm watching this video and I'm leaving. I already regret every moment of this. So yeah,
I like premieres. Don't listen to Bub. He's not all there.
I'm okay with premieres if it's like an instant premiere. I hate it when someone's like I hate it when it gets posted like, hey, I'm going live in 3 days. Come follow.
Oh yeah, people do that.
Yeah.
But people are just trying to schedule their time.
And I respect that and I get that. I hate it though because I'm like, no, I want to watch your content now. Otherwise, I forget about it.
The problem is YouTube gives you the notification right away. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah.
It should just give you the notification half an hour before it's supposed to start.
Yeah,
Instead, they give you the
I tried to schedule a couple to see what it would be like to schedule premieres. And I scheduled a premiere on at 2:00 to come live at 6:00. And YouTube was like, hey, because I only knew this because of the Discord that we're in, that it posts, they have a generating post of people who post in the Discord. And it's like, oh, Bearded just dropped a video. I'm like, no, it's not premiering for 4 more hours. Don't tell people about it.
Yeah. I like premieres though. So sometimes lives spends too much time on the comments. You know, like they just read them all.
Which is why I don't do anything live. The only thing I will do is a premiere, and I now do it as an instant premiere.
But the thing is, I've never edited a video, so I don't. It would take me days to get a video edited.
Me too. I don't really edit either. And you know, when I edit, I just start to do stupid, like really dumb things, like drop memes in and like make fun of myself. Like I just start putting like little like words about how dumb I am or something like. I can't really edit the video. I could only like make a even bigger joke about it.
Yeah, I think that's fair though. I like that. Like I usually don't cut out anything. Like I leave it all intact.
I just can't see myself editing a video, sitting there and clipping that and pushing that, and what I just can't. I don't have.
Yeah, neither can I. I mean, you're doing this stream on a Razr phone, so
yeah.
Says the guy with the lowest quality of internet right now on the stream.
He's rocking that 120p.
I'm far away from the router.
I edited it all on my phone, so I don't sit in front of the computer and do it. I just do it at work for the first 30 minutes of every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find me in my office going like this on the phone, dragging and dropping intros and outros and typing in the important information on a book, and that's it.
All right, I gotta go.
I poured a fresh drink for you.
Finish it.
That's kind of rude, Tony.
I am. I'm a rude bastard. I know that.
No. Listen.
You didn't realize that by now.
You need me to call your wife and tell her it's okay for you to stay up a little late later?
It's not. No, don't call my wife because I gotta live with that. But
my wife literally just texted me. She said, "Old Wolf is being a little bia."
Is she up? Because I'll text her right now.
She's up. She's up right now. She literally just said, and she's like, "I can't believe Old Wolf's going to bed right now."
Really? Okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
Hi, I'm Tony. You may know me from internet. I know your friend, your husband, Greg.
No, actually, I feel like there are a handful of people in the community that talk to my wife more than me. I think Tony's one of those people, and he's talking right now.
Yeah, that's a little weird, Tony. I just throw that out there.
Think so. I felt weird talking to her when we were eating together, and you were just sitting next to her. I was like, "Is he supposed to be part of this conversation?" Because he was busy talking to like Dustin and Dustin's brother and Dustin's brother's friend, and I was like, and she was just staring at me. I was like, "All right, you're not like in a weird way, but like she was looking." Me and Jambo were there, so she kind of turned and was talking to us, and I was like, "Is this okay? I feel like I broke up the band here, you know."
The best part about it is that Bubba is calling Dustin's friend. He's literally talking about Justin Burt. She's like, "Oh, and Dustin's friend." The only actual person who has any influence in comics in that entire group, and Bub's like, "Oh, you know, Dustin's little friend."
And Dustin's brother. Dustin's brother and Dustin's friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta go. I got too much shit going on, and I gotta suck down a bunch of freaking hot wings. So I appreciate you guys hopping on. I really do.
Good. I was leaving.
Hey, Oldwolf, did you drop your video for picking up books? What'd you got this week?
Did you scan them in? You didn't scan them in.
I don't scan. I don't know any of that crap.
Well, what books did you pick up this week?
Okay.
Too easy.
Aren't you scanning?
What did that say? I couldn't read that. That's too fast.
Radio Apocalypse.
Is that a current comic?
Yeah, it's this week's pickups.
Oh, it's number 1. Okay. I just hadn't heard of it.
Figure and a preacher.
I see that. Is that over yet? I feel like that's been going on for like 4 months. Are they putting out one a month?
Yeah, one a month.
Yeah.
That's too slow.
That's the way comics work.
That's called comic books. Bob.
Yeah, once a
No,
month.
I like them every 2 weeks. Otherwise, I'm gonna wait for the
Hey,
trade.
Amazing Spider-Man is dropping 3 a month, so there you go. That's your book then.
Yeah, I'm not reading that shit.
Well, then what do you want? They're the only one that's.
I just told you what I want. Every 2 weeks, you jump past that, and you went to 3 times a month. You missed a sweet spot, man. You drove right through it. Not my
That's
fault.
what I do. That's what I do.
Put your wife back on. It's getting ridiculous.
Batman will be every 2 weeks again, I think, soon.
Really?
I think so too. Yeah, because they cut out a few titles.
Yeah.
They narrowed it down to 36 a month.
I did count 29, so you weren't too far off. I counted 29 Bat titles, I think, in December or January.
Are you counting the Harley book that's coming out?
Yeah, I count Harley books. I count Bat World books. It'd be more if you count. It'd be more if you count books Batman appears in, like Justice League.
No, I will not count that. But you got to count like Nightwing.
Yeah,
and
29 were
Harley.
those.
I think
29 were those.
there's 2 different Joker books coming out next month, isn't there?
I don't know. May's book. Did you read the first 2, Tony? Did you read the first 2 May's books?
Oh, the Maze book? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes.
It's depressing.
I know it is. That's probably why I like it.
So
My kids are too new for me to be reading that.
Tony, so tomorrow you're doing a hot wing challenge. Do you have the hot sauces that you're going to utilize?
Don't even go there because I did the right here.
Are you?
What,
Did you
hot,
just buy it?
what hot sauces are you going to put on wings tomorrow night?
Are you
I
going to
mean,
do a
they're literally
control
just
one?
like El Tapatio and Cholula that you bought at the grocery store.
Yeah, like
I like chalupas.
you're using cheap hot sauces, right?
Don't do that tomorrow night.
Don't rub your eye.
It's going to be pink eye in your future.
This is bad practice.
Is that a box of sauce?
I think so.
You'd think they'd have a better way to keep it, not just
Well-
like loose in a box.
Good night.
It'll leak out the corners.
Good night, Tony. My baby's crying.
Greg, I love you.
Aw.
Bye, Chris.
Hi, Chris. See you in a couple months.
Okay, where am I putting this freaking box? It's in the way. Okay, hold on. Okay. It's not like you're only gonna get any extra freaking people because hey, okay, so here you go. This is box 1. I'm not gonna give you the Scoville. I'm not doing that. I'll give you this much, but I'm not gonna give you that much. So okay, here we go. First 2, the classic.
Did you
And-
buy these like in a group?
Yeah.
Did you
These
order
are the season 16 of the hot ones.
Oh, I didn't know that was like an official, like
Yeah, you can
a
buy.
structured corporate thing. I had no idea.
So I bought all 10. So this is the actual current sauces.
Who's cooking them?
Hold on. Who's cooking? We got three couples cooking wings.
Or are you going to be on the stream with multiple people, or are you just going to keep
Oh
the
yeah,
camera on
it's
you?
gonna be 1, 2. It's gonna be 7 people
Is
doing this.
Victor going to be there?
Who?
Victor.
No, my brother's not doing it.
Do they know that they're going to be on the stream with you, or are you just going to film yourself snotting and snorting?
No. You didn't see the first annual?
I must have missed that.
This is the second annual.
Shucks.
There's stickers and everything.
What channel was the first one on?
Some
Comic
guy's
Con.
channel. I didn't have a channel at that time.
Fire
So,
Guy Ryan, I think.
Yeah, according to Bearded, I didn't have a channel until 6 months ago.
That's not true. I know I watched you 6.5 months ago.
Oh, maybe 7.
Yeah,
All right.
well, you did this a year ago. You didn't have a channel a year ago.
So we had one a year ago. So this is the second annual. So I thought I'd go all out and pick up the sauces.
Sounds like a plan.
It is a plan. Oh, it's upside down. Yeah, here you go. This one scares me. This one right here.
Why is it already open? Is there a razor blade inside?
No, hold on. There we go. Because look at the label. It's like so generic.
It looks like a prescription.
I
That's
know.
what I said.
That's
I mean, I
stupid.
didn't say this. I didn't see him do these earlier in the stream.
No, you didn't. I was
That's
holding.
what you would have said if you'd seen it before.
Right. I'm scared because it looks like a prescription, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's going to kill you, old wolf.
I know. It's gonna kill something. Gonna have to get up a whole bunch of probiotics after this. Okay.
Activia.
Activia. So then I have. Okay, so I have. Okay, this one, the bomb. If this is not the regular bottle, I think there's more in this one. But anyways, this is the one that kicks butt.
Mm.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
One-
Hey, so you asked me to keep an eye on the chat. So Bobby Deghetto says, go ahead, take a shot of the sauce, Tony.
Not right now. Because I want to make this legit.
So,
I'll take a shot tomorrow. But
so all right.
these open
So
tomorrow.
next time you do sipping with Old Wolf, you're not going to get through all these sauces, so you'll have them still, correct?
Yeah.
So we can do some where we'll ask you trivia, and if you get it wrong, you have to take a shot of the sauce.
I'm
People like
confused.
It'll be
Yeah.
good for views.
Yeah. I think you're stressing it too much. I don't think that's gonna fucking happen.
I
Because
mean, Bobby would watch it. I'd tune in.
hey, why don't I suggest that to your wife? Then your next show, if you get it wrong, you have to take a shot of hot sauce.
I would do that. Did you obviously didn't watch one of our shows where we did the hot chip challenge of if you got it wrong, I ate it and it didn't faze me. And she
Really?
was in tears, yeah.
No, wait a minute. I did watch that. That's not. It was really.
It wasn't the one chip challenge. It was
Yeah, exactly.
it was the bag. It was the hottest bag of chips that they put out.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? You know what you should bring back? The bowl of ice water.
That was dumb. We did it one time. You like that?
Yeah.
No.
Did you have to drink the ice water? What was
No,
the point?
it was my wife's punishment on our Name That Character channel show was if you got it wrong, you had to dip your face in a bowl of ice water.
Oh wow.
Like, ooh, cool. But apparently it got Old Wolf. He liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, see, right?
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Bring the cows
Startling.
back.
All right, I have to go.
Mm.
I have to go. And I think you guys are hopping on. I
Man, no,
appreciate it.
thank you for having
I
it. Hey,
think-
before you hop off, did you get any books this week?
That was the
Busy
number
after that.
one of a book that hasn't come out yet. I saw
Well-
that one.
Bub, did you see what books he picked up this week?
No, I only saw one book. I turned away. I went to the bathroom.
What'd you get, Old Wolf? Because I know you didn't do your Thursday show, so people want to see what you picked up.
Yeah, why'd you cancel your show?
Because I'm really freaking. I was doing work up to 11 o'clock.
But isn't it a premiere anyway? Can't you just push the button and just premiere? It's one of those damn premieres, isn't it?
I still gotta film. I still gotta tape it.
Hmm. All right. Didn't you end up on Jimmy's channel later?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good time to go.
It was
live.
after my 7 o'clock slot.
Yeah, but
Do you
the
have a
question is,
spot?
what books did you get?
I don't think you showed him yet.
I don't think he has.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I don't think I'm ready.
Greg, I love you. This is the reason why I'm doing this for the 4th time.
Why are
Done.
you showing us- those are the backs of the books. Are you going to show us the fronts?
Yeah, I'll show you the front. I'll show you fronts. Hey, Get on my channel at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and I'll show you the fronts of them.
Oh, speaking of,
All right, hold on. Let me
tomorrow,
subscribe.
Oldwolf, tomorrow you're doing a show tomorrow night. Hot wings.
Sub you
Well,
up.
Do you have sauces that you're
Yes,
utilizing?
I do.
What sauces are you using?
The sauces in the box that right around the floor right here, which I'm not going to pull out for the third time. God damn it!
Did you get the bomb sauce or the new labeled bomb sauce?
Ooh, or
I got-
did you
I
get
got whatever
the
sauce you want, honey.
pharmaceutical sauce?
I got the sauce that's going to make my ass raw. Yeah,
Is that what you're gonna dip in a cold bucket of water?
my ass.
Yeah.
If tomorrow I get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'll dip my ass in a bucket of ice water.
What are you about 988 shy right now? Where are we at?
$9.99.
No.
999? Well,
I'm like,
I'll unsub, make it
I
an
don't
even
know,
two.
like, I'm about
Yeah,
to-
make it
about
$9.98.
15.
That's better.
Listen, you guys, this has been fun, but I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I wish.
All right,
Old
Wolf,
would just
if you're
wrap
gonna
this up.
keep going, have a good night.
Yeah.
I'll catch it on the replay.
Yeah, I gotta bounce too, Old Wolf.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay, yeah.
you're going way too
I'm
long.
sorry to see you guys go.
All right. See you, Bearded.
Hey,
See you,
thanks,
buddy.
everybody.
All right. See you.
Hold on, I'm gonna hit this button here.